Simon O'Connor.
While I might not be the Minister, I think the answer to those 5 supposed questions is that we don't believe in the politics of fear. We do not believe in the politics of fear wrapped in sanctimony, and we don't believe them wrapped in pseudoscience. Or pomposity, it's a very good word. Well, it's very interesting, I find, with the Greens, because, of course, there is a lot of science around climate change. What I find fascinating with the Greens, of course, when it then comes to the science of drug use, they're not interested in that. The science around fluoride, not really interested in that. The copious amounts of science around genetic engineering, the Greens don't want that, but we're happy to pick elements around climate change, which is quite real, but then to turn it into, as I said, the politics of fear. Counterbalance that with the National Party, which is moving forward in a balanced and prudent way that embraces, of course, the environment, and we're seeing that through one part of this budget measures bill as it approaches arbitrage in our forests, but also around the economy as a whole. And we look at something like cheque duties, about $4 million of revenue to the Crown a year. It's been removed because it's an unbalanced tax now. We use FPOS and other mechanisms. They are not a transaction, or are not taxed transactionally. So the government looks at this and says, how do we make things more efficient? How do we reduce regulation? How do we reduce those things that get in the way of us as human beings being able to live a balanced, prudent life without fear? Because we want to be able to run our businesses, love our families, walk in the bush, swim in the lakes, engage with the world in a multicultural society, and be pleased with that. Be pleased with that. And this is what this bill's ultimately about. It is a budget measures bill. It's the second part of the bills we're putting forward here. I look forward to discussing this more in committee and, of course, in the third reading. But as I said, a prudent, balanced approach to 4 important areas for the government.
Andrew Williams.